Marianne Anderson, Healing Wisdom PDX in Northwest Portland. So today we're here to talk about the water element. So the water element is related to the kidneys and occurs in winter. So throughout the duration of the winter months, the cold and dark provide little support for excess activity, therefore being a time for contemplation and rest. It's a time where we look for deep rejuvenation from the cycle that has just ended. So in preparation for the coming season of growth and new purpose, the water element has a great influence on the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of the kidneys and the bladder. So it's associated with the emotions on the continuum between the polarities of fear and courage. So when you think about water, the vision that I get when talking about water is the seed that is sitting under the earth, beneath the water, for this period of time, which is the winter. Generally, it's about 13 weeks, the cycle of winter. And what happens is the seed sits under the earth, and the water is covered by the water. And the seed has not been born yet. It's gathering potential. So anything that can be gathered into that seed, that's the potential for a good life and a new season and a new cycle. It's very important to have that time of gestation to gather as much potential as you can. So the seed sits under the water in quiet, and it's a time for meditation and quiet. But the emotions that govern the water, the emotion is fear, and the polarity of the fear is courage. And I find that sometimes people get attached to the negative concepts of the emotions. But when you think about fear, fear is imperative for a lot of things in our life. Fear will help you, make judgments in whether or not you walk off the edge of a cliff or in front of a moving car. There's a healthy state of fear that informs you, basically, and tells you, it's sort of a checking. Am I safe? Should I be here? Should I make a different decision to be somewhere else so that I am safe? It's keeping you in that state. And then courage is the other end of that. From your information that fear gives you, you have the courage to move and to do things within that informed state. So those are the emotions. But the water element, when used in treatment, assists with diagnosing and treating ailments that are associated with strength and longevity. And it's bladder and kidney. So kidney is a place where a lot of your prenatal energetic is stored. So it's a very important time of the year to gather your strength, to think about resting enough so that you have the energy to live the next cycle. So strength and longevity they govern the element of water. And the other associations are color. The color of water is blue. The sense of water is hearing. And the sensory organ, then, of course, of water is the ear. The time of day for water is between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. So keeping in mind all of the associations that make up the element and the season of water, think about how you can use that. Because here's the thing, these are seasons and they happen in the year, but there's also a cycle of this generating cycle that happens every day in the day. And the water time between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. is a time when you want to actually be more contemplative, quiet, and really take care of your body. So the water element is about, earth is more about nurturing, but it's about feeding the soul, feeding your potential, gathering energy so that you can feed the next cycle, which are more active. So think about how this might influence your life on a daily basis and a yearly basis, and where you're at in that cycle too, because the metal season is more towards the end of or the upper parts of aging, and we can apply the aspects of water to later stages in life also. So think about these things this week. And our next element will be wood. We'll be going into the birthing season. So stay tuned.